Hey. Hi, Carolyn. Hey, Lando. Hey, human. How are y'all doing? Oh, man. Yeah, here's hoping I don't fuck it up. Is there a delay between my audio and visual? Can y'all let me know? Hi, Travel 2. And where is Robin? Hey, y'all didn't let me know though. Is there an audio visual delay? Like, is it desynced? I just want to make sure it's good. I'm doing pretty good. I don't know. Apparently, a bug bit me on my chin. Okay, cool. It is? Okay. Here, I'm gonna try to fix it. Okay. Let's see if this helps. Okay. Is this a little better? A little bit? Okay. I just want to get this right before we kick off, really. Okay, how's this doing? Is this better? Yeah. Yeah, OBS. It's kind of a pain. Pretty good. Just chilling at home for the most part. Gaming, usually. Or watching it or something. Is the sync a little better? Or I'm gonna try cranking it up a lot more if this doesn't work. Much better? Okay. Alright. Is it spot on? Or is it still off a bit? I'm gonna try one last tweak to get it right. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm asking. Is the sync, Carolyn? Okay. Okay, so let me try one more. Okay. How's this, everybody? Also, is my audio okay? Damn. Okay. I'll try one more time. Yeah, hello. Yeah, repeated figure. Okay. Alright. So, hopefully that's alright. I have it up to like 700 ms. Swear OBS Yes, Todd. Out of the way, buddy. Really? Damn it. Okay. 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 Alright. Damn, Okay, so I didn't check before scheduling the stream, but apparently I scheduled it Alright, hold up. Okay, any better? Can y'all hear me now? Hello? Hello? Ah, damn it. Okay. Oh, nightmare. Oh, okay. So y'all can't hear me at all? Sounds back? Okay. What the hell? Alright. Okay, so I'm gonna try one last time on the sync. Alright. When I speak slowly. Okay. Well, happy Mercury retrograde, everybody. Alright. Well, at least that's working. Something's working. There we go. Okay. Okay. Alright, good. Damn. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe let me try going negative with the offset. Okay, is this any better? I tried going negative with it, see if that changes it for the better. It looks better on my end. Is the any better? Okay. Alright, y'all can hear me at least, but is the visual sync any better? At all? Let me know, guys. And gals. It's better? Okay. Alright. I just wanted to try to get it a little bit better. Okay. So, yeah. What questions do y'all have for me? Still out of sync? Okay. I'll try to fix it, but... Alright. Well, I'll work on it, but y'all can go buttons in the comments. And I'll as best I can. Alright. So, who has a for me? Don't be shy. So far, all I hear is Todd purring. Off non-stop. I'm still out of sync. Damn it. I swear. I'm gonna have to get different streaming software. OBS is such a pain to try to stream with. Try going far in the opposite direction. Okay. Alright. Hopefully that's a little better. Yeah, it still looks off to me too. Okay, best career. Okay, so if you want to know career, you have to look at Saturn and Venus. See, Saturn is your work, but Venus is your money. And sometimes they aren't tied together. Yeah, I went to Maga Vedic Astrology Academy. It's the astrology academy tied to KRS channel, run by Capital Rush. But yeah, for career, you look at Saturn and Venus, and you have to look at what planets they're connected to. Yeah, Todd's in sync. Great. At least he's in sync. But yeah, no, 10th and 6th house aren't as important as Saturn and Venus. You have to look at them and what planets they're connected to. And each planet is going to represent different things. And also, you have to look at the house that they're in. Yeah, he's who. Kapil Raj of KRS Channel is who I learned most of what I know from. Okay, now it looks like the video's too fast. Okay, so... just a slight... Is that any better? A little slow. Okay. Mostly, I guess, watch Hindi. Oh, damn. Okay. Is it still bad, y'all? Let me know. Okay. I'm gonna try just disconnecting and reconnecting it. Okay. Is this any better? Did it fix it? It's showing sound is back on my end. Can y'all hear me? Damn. Alright, y'all can hear me. Cool. Alright. Alright. Mercury retrograde is killing me. Mine's in the 10th house of career. It's fantastic. Retrograde. Oh, sync is good for the most part? Okay. Alright, I'll try to get it just a little closer. Okay. Alright. Cool. Awesome. But yeah, so my Mercury retrograde is in full effect. I really should have checked before I decided to do my first live stream. But I didn't. And yeah, that's my karma, so. So I am paying the price now. Also, I'm a Punirvasu ascendant, so I have to repeatedly fail at things. In case y'all haven't noticed. Alright. Yeah, Socrates. Communication issues with Mercury retrograde in your birth chart, for sure. Okay. So, now that most tech issues are fixed here, hopefully I didn't jinx it. What, other questions do y'all have? Oh, hey, Sandeem? I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but hello from Southeast US. Alright, so what questions do y'all have for me? And let me put this up just so everybody knows. The little banner I put at the bottom. It's hiding Todd, unfortunately. About your Saturn and Ketu. Well, I don't know anything about your Saturn and Ketu. I don't know what sign they're in, what house they're in, nothing. Lando. Oh, you're in Tasmania, Socrates? Alright, I'll be honest. I don't even know where Tasmania is. Is that like... I know it's like south... east, like kind of near Australia. Tasmania. I'll be honest. And even then I might be wrong. Retrograde in the 7th in Pisces? Oh, okay. Well, it depends on how old you are. Retrogrades behave different after you're 31. So I'm assuming you're older than 31 because you're interested in the occult. Saturn's behaving like it's in the 8th house, most likely. Wait, no, I have that off. Saturn would behave like it's in the 6th house, my bad. Ah, okay. Alright, so I was close at least. It's near Australia. Okay. So, retrograde in 7th house, Pisces. I mean, that just shows me... Okay. So, right now, that would show... Definitely some difficulty in relationships and marriage could be there. But, for occult work, for spiritual work, it's very good. Because Saturn is with Ketu. It's making that connection. Alright, travel to? That's more of a personal question. Which I'll answer for super chats later. Okay. So, human. I don't do KP. I haven't learned any KP astrology, but I do a mix of Parashari astrology, Nadi astrology, Jaimini astrology, and I even use Nakshatras. Nakshatras are my big focus for the most part. But yeah, I'm kind of a blender. I'm a Gemini, jack of all trades. That's what I'm all about. For those that don't know, I'm a Gemini ascendant, Scorpio moon, and Pisces sun. Saturn in the 1st house. Now responsibility and hard work is on your head, Batman. Gotta save Gotham. You have to serve the people. But Saturn in the 1st house, You might have a tendency to be self-serving because Saturn loses directional strength. But Saturn is trying to teach you that you have to be responsible and help others. Now you have to be like the servant, is what Saturn's trying to teach you. Okay. Okay, I'm not sure how to say this name. Ancion? Lilith leaving Libra at the end of March. I'll be honest, that's more of a Western astrology concept, and I don't really know anything about Lilith. So, I can't really answer that question. Okay, so frequency report. What do you think of the Navamsa chart? And how powerful is it? Okay, so definitely the Navamsa chart is incredibly important. Navamsa isn't just your marriage, it's also your later life beyond like your mid-30s. And you'll even feel some effects early in life. So Navamsa is incredibly important, and you read it just like your birth chart. So your later life will play out like your Navamsa even more than your birth chart. Meaning, Navamsa chart really represents 2/3 to 3/4 of your life, depending on how long you live. Okay. Now, let's see. Oh, second Saturn return? Yeah. First one's the hardest, but yeah, Saturn return's never particularly easy. Yeah, no problem, Batman. Oh, well, retrograde, honestly, it's a little bit better, just because it's not behaving like it's in the first house, directionless, throughout your whole life. Okay. Let's see. Damn. It's like a little gnat or something. Let's see. Sandeem. Taurus, Critica. It's conjunct my Saturn in the 11th house. Any thoughts on this? Saturn is also in Critica. Okay, so Saturn and Moon, both in Taurus and Critica. Well, first off, this clearly shows you could obtain fame with a large organization. Saturn-Moon combination can always show fame. Either a large organization or large gatherings of people. And the reason it shows fame is Saturn is the masses. And now that is connected with the Moon. So you have the ability to emotionally connect with the masses. Okay. Yeah, no problem, Auntie. I swear I'm probably not pronouncing it right at all. Okay. Okay, Lanadel. So, should we look at the Navamsa after getting married or a certain age? Both. So, you want to look at the Navamsa when you move in with a sexual partner. That's one. So, that means, astrologically, if you move in with a sexual partner, you are now married to that partner. Astrologically speaking, your Navamsa will activate when that happens. Then, either when you get married or 35 onwards is when you should definitely be looking at the Navamsa. Now, you don't ignore the birth chart. Birth chart is still relevant, but both will really come into play. But Navamsa does become more prominent. Okay, Carolyn. Do you use the Shamsa chart for career or birth chart in D10? Okay, for determining career, you look at the birth chart and the Navamsa even. Especially to see how career changes. But you look at the Dashamsa or the D10 chart to see the nuance of what takes place in the career. Okay. Let's see. Okay, if you have Saturn in 7th house in natal chart, does this mean that you will have own business? So, Saturn in the 7th definitely can show you can have a business, especially if Saturn or Venus are connected with Mercury. Meaning, let's say your Saturn is in an air sign. If Mercury is in the same air sign or another air sign, definitely you could do business. Or if Venus is in one of the same element signs as Mercury, then definitely you could do business. Now, if it's retrograde, there might be some difficulty, or, other things will come into play. Okay. Oh, I did? Okay. Cool, Auntie. Alright. Sam Jams, let me see what you're saying. Thank you. I have Saturn Mahasha ongoing, and it turns to Rahu and Tarsha on the same day of the solar eclipse. Okay. Saturn Rahu conjunction after that in 8th house. Well, I have Saturn Rahu in the 8th house. So, yeah, I can definitely answer this one. So, for me, definitely there was some difficulty there. There were sudden ups and downs. A major transformation took place in my life. Now, it's going to depend on certain factors, what nakshatra it's in, things like that. But expect a big change in your life, especially with you starting your new Antarctica on that same day of the solar eclipse. Definitely, that's going to be a important solar eclipse for you on the 29th. Okay. Now, let's see, frequency report. Yeah, no problem, everybody that's giving me thanks. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up with the questions. Okay, frequency report. Thoughts on importance of D60 in relation to Navamsha and birth chart. I'll be honest, I don't use the Shashtiamsha. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. That often, just because it changes so often. Like, I forget how often. It's like every minute it changes. So I don't really use it that often. I'm not saying it can't be used. It's probably very important. I just don't have enough experience using it. And that's just because it changes so often that you basically have to be there when the child is born to really be able to use it. Is kind of what it feels like. Because nurses and doctors don't always put the exact time of birth. Sometimes it'll be off by a minute or two. Like, even when I rectify a chart, I usually just use that for the birth chart and, like, some of the other divisional charts, like the really important ones, like Navamsha and Dashamsha. But yeah. So, it's still very important, though. And I would even argue you could read it like a birth chart. Like, for me, for instance, okay. Alright. Hold up. Alright, 1 second. I'm getting the audio sync back to where I had it. Okay. So, let me show you all this. Alright. I'm going to pull up the Shashtiamsha. Okay, so this is my Shashtiamsha. Now, I was a C-section birth, so mine should be fairly accurate. But with mine, like, I wasn't spiritual until my 30s. Like, I didn't even get into astrology until 29. Perfect. Okay. Thanks, Socrates. Yeah, so I'm a Pisces ascendant in the Shashtiamsha. So a big focus on spirituality. And even my sun, which is my Atmakarka, soul planet, is in the 12th house of spirituality in Satyabisha. So Shashti can really show the big focus of a person's life, at least in my own personal case. I'm not sure how it is for other people, but that's just my personal experience with it. Frequency report. Okay, so I'll go back to the old screen. Hold up. Let me... Okay. Okay. Is it good now? Good picture, but no sound. Okay. Did this get it? Can y'all hear me? Hello? Is the sound back? Okay, cool. Alright. There we go. Alright. Also in sync. Great. Okay. So, Sandeem, Rahu and Venus and Shravana in the 7th. Okay, so it depends on if, like, which one has the higher degree. If Rahu has a lower degree than Venus, first off, I don't know if you're attracted to women or men. That's going to have an effect on this, like what it shows for relationships. But if you're not attracted to women, which I'm just going to assume based off of the profile picture, it basically shows a strong desire for relationships, possibly even obsession, because Rahu can show obsession. In Shravana, that shows you really want a partner in a relationship that listens to you. Because Shravana is tied to listening. It's the nakshatra of hearing. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, Saturn in the 8th causes problems, though. Frequency report. Trust me, as a guy who has it, it's a mixed bag. It's good for the occult, difficult for other things. Well, hey now, my Ketu's not in the 8th. I think I'm a true astrologer. Guru. Okay. Upapada ascendant in Scorpio and Sun and Mercury. Okay, so Upapada. Yes, Todd. Todd interrupted your question, Lando. Now, I haven't really used the Upapada much. I usually don't really feel the need to use it. It could be working, but I don't really... It's not really necessary most of the time for me to really, dig in with it. Yeah, Todd was like, enough of that. You don't need to worry about that. What's back? Yeah. Hey, he knows what's up. One thing you will see is omens are very important. In my chart in particular, animal omens. Just my chart shows a very strong connection with animals. Like my Jupiter's in Ardra, the nakshatra, the king of beasts. My sun, which is my Atmakarka, is in Revati. So Revati is the shepherd and the veterinarian of the gods. So very strong connection with animals. And then my moon is in the 6th house of pets. So very strong connection with animals. So they give me omens all the time. But really you just have to, know to listen for the omens. But if you, practice astrology or tarot, definitely omens are very important. Okay, so not really seeing too many. Yeah. Okay. So, questions have died down a bit. I think we're going to switch to super chat questions for a little bit. Now, if you all have more questions, keep asking them. Just if there's a super chat, it'll take priority. That's all. Okay. There we go. Okay. So, travel 2. In regards to the conjunction in Pisces, you explained that Venus retrograde takes the energy to the previous house. But will it affect Taurus in the same way because of the exchange? Yes. Remember in that same video, I mentioned that the energy of Venus retrograde is going to take the energy of both Pisces and Taurus and implement it within Aquarius. So it's kind of like dragging the energy of those two houses into Aquarius. Yeah. No, I don't mind chatting, Socrates. I was just kind of afraid of doing a live stream because I thought I'd fuck it up. And I kind of did in the beginning, but it's alright, I fixed it. Okay. Lanadel, okay, what do you think about Cancer Navamsha? Moon is in Gemini in the Navamsha. Okay, well, Cancer Navamsha, clearly your mother would have something to do with the person you marry. Meaning your mother's say would be very important in who you marry, or if your relationship is terrible with the mother, you will pick someone who would piss off your mother. So, yeah. Thanks, Sandeem. I tried to, help y'all. Not to mention, it gives me a bit more of a social life. So, it's all good. Oh, as for... Oh. Okay. Frequency report. Thoughts on Uttar Falguni? Yeah, I usually don't talk about the eclipse, like the nakshatra that's involved in the eclipse, only because the theme of the house and like planetary lordship and stuff tends to be more important. It kind of overrides the nakshatra. Sometimes the nakshatra is relevant though. But Uttar Falguni, honestly, there's a lot to it. Uttar Falguni is the nakshatra of marriage. It's the nakshatra of commitment, agreements. But Uttar Falguni kind of has a dark side too. Uttar Falguni is represented by the bull. Now, you can even tie this back to Greek mythology with like the Minotaur. And yeah, like I've seen themes of Uttar Falguni even tied to that. Uttar Falguni is tied to bullying. Remember, it's represented by the bull. So even the symbolism is important. Lanadel. My Atmakarka is Sun in the 10th house in Pisces, in Revati, in Gandanta point, meaning it's at 29 degrees. And it's Virgotama, so it goes into the 12th house in my Navamsha. Same nakshatra, Revati. Which shows I have a different perception of time, because Princess Revati was, basically, her and her father went to Brahma to ask for help in her finding a husband. And basically, while they waited on Brahma, time passed differently on Earth. It moved forward much faster. So, a person with prominent Revati has a very different perception of time. Okay. But yeah, no, that's my Sun, though. And any planet that's your Atmakarka is going to show that there are some, like, major karmas tied to that planet. And some of these can be negative, some can be positive. Like, Sun, I didn't have much of a relationship with my father. Sun is father. Yeah, no problem, frequency report. Okay. What is this trying to say? Oh, okay. Sorry, I was checking. There was some warning on OBS about the bitrate. Oh, okay. Lando, very interesting. Is your wife taller? I heard that Revati men marry taller women. Okay. So, no. First off, I'm single. Second off, no. With Revati, it depends on, like, what planet's in Revati. Now, me, with it being Sun represents the body, I am 6'2". So, I'm the giant. It depends. Like, if a guy has their 7th lord, or their Venus, or their Mars, if they're attracted to men, then their spouse could be taller than them. Like, as a matter of fact, my brother has his 7th lord in Revati, and he's married to a man, but the man is like 2 or 3 inches taller than him. So, still, spouse taller. Yeah, no problem. Okay. Alright, come on, y'all. Keep hitting me with some questions. Because I don't have much to talk about otherwise. The chat is awfully quiet. Can y'all still hear me? Okay. Mars Rahu in the 2nd house, Guru Jeru. Major conflict with your family would have been there. Honestly, that could even show there could have been some abuse within the family. Mars is fiery. Mars is anger. Mars is conflict. It's with Rahu. Rahu is explosive. So there could be explosive anger within the family. And it also tells me your speech is explosive. Like, you have a tendency to have, like, angry outbursts. It's something that you could have. Because it's in your 2nd house of speech. See, I have a lot of malefic influence on my 2nd house. So I cuss like a sailor. So, it is what it is. Alright. Uh, Anja Muir? Hopefully I pronounced that right. What do you think of planets at 0 degrees? I have Sun and Maga slightly over 0 degrees. So, there is a misconception that planets at, like, either 1 degree or below, or at 29 degrees are dead. That is not the case. Those planets are not dead. Sun and Maga is a great placement. It tells me you have a lot of ego and pride, though. Be careful with it. Because Maga is the king, Sun is the king. Now the king feels kingly. That can be too much for some people. Okay. Frequency report. I'm going to skip over you just because I've answered a lot of questions of yours. Sandeem. I am Ashleisha rising with Ketu in the first house and Pushya. Cancer ascendant. Any thoughts on this? So, Ashleisha rising. 1. Ashleisha is tied to snakes and cats. What do snakes and cats tend to do? Well, cats tend to live out of people's homes. They tend to get adopted off the street, right? Snakes tend to steal other animals' burrows. So, an Ashleisha person tends to spend a lot of time in other people's houses. Also, this tells me you could be either bisexual or gay, well, lesbian in your case, based on the profile picture. But that doesn't have to be the case with Ashleisha. But one thing you see is an Ashleisha person is either manipulative themselves or they have been heavily manipulated. Ashleisha is also tied to imprisonment and slavery, so an Ashleisha person can feel like they're a slave. Now, I'm not saying that would remain the case in your life, but that's definitely something we see. Now, Ketu being there in Pushya tells me there might be a disconnect with your mother. Pushya is tied to motherhood, Cancer is tied to motherhood. Now you have Ketu there. It also shows me you're headless. You make decisions, you take actions without thinking thinking them through. You're best off relying on your intuition, that gut instinct. Okay, Carolyn. Let's see. I'll get to the super chat after Carolyn's. Do you use Neptune, and what do you think of Neptune Moon and Rahu in the 8th house in Sagittarius and Navamsha? Okay, so Neptune, Moon, and Rahu. Well, first off, there's a big obsession with the occult and with research. Also, there could be something very eccentric about your in-laws. With Neptune there will be confusion. Or there will be even deceptiveness. So, like, your in-laws could deceive you with those planets in the 8th house. Now, in Sagittarius, doesn't really say much. I would have to know what nakshatra. Nice to meet you too, Alyssa. Okay. So, the super chat. I'm having trouble seeing your name. Hold up. It's only showing me part of the name. Let's see if I can. There we go. Dragonfly 369. Okay, 3-card tarot reading for what you see, what I see in your love life. Okay. You're welcome, Dragonfly. And, okay, so we'll do tarot for that. Let's see what we have for you, Dragonfly. Okay. Now, well, I guess I can put the cards in front of the screen or something, but I don't really have a good camera angle to show the cards. But I'll call them out. Okay. Let's see, Dragonfly. What's coming up in your love life? Now, you didn't give me a time frame, so Bosco is going off outside the room. I don't know what's going on with him. Well, let's see. Okay. So, we have the Ten of Swords, Knight of Wands, and the Five of Wands, Dragonfly. So, you've definitely dealt with a painful ending and a betrayal. With somebody who was in and out in your life. Okay. And there was definitely conflict, for sure, with the Five of Wands being there. At the bottom of the deck, we have Temperance, so it's going to take time for someone new to come into your life. Okay, I'm going to clarify these, though. Let's see. Why the Ten of Swords? Ten of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, it was very, slow going. Waiting for this commitment, but then everything came to that crashing end with that betrayal. Okay. Why the Knight of Wands? Ten of Cups, Three of Swords, Eight of Swords. Yeah, I see you want to take action to have a good relationship, but you're dealing with a lot of heartbreak and pain. And that's kind of keeping you stuck in your head. You're really wrapped up in there. Four of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. You need to take time to rest. That's very important. Okay. Now, why this Five of Wands? Okay. Four of Pentacles, Justice, the King of Swords. Okay. I see you're very stubborn and very determined to, have this conflict be righted. Now, I don't know if you necessarily want that with this person, or you just want to move past this conflict. But I'm going to pull an outcome for you. Okay. So, what's the outcome of Dragonfly's love life? We'll say by the end of the year. Queen of Swords. We have a match. Okay. Let's see. Why the Queen of Swords? Star, Strength, the Two of Pentacles. Okay. So, this is someone that you're wishing for. This is someone that you can have a strong commitment with. Now, I do see that you are, going to be weighing it up, whether or not that's actually the case. But Page of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. I see solid communication with this person. Yeah, they are very intelligent and maybe a little sharp with their words. So, just be careful of that. Okay. Alright, so yeah, that's what I have for you though, Dragonfly. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Alright, okay, moving back down. Coming through the questions. Hold up, y'all. Alright. Yeah, no problem, Carolyn. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Sandeem. Yeah, Ashleisha can be difficult. Like I said, it can definitely be somebody that's overly controlling and manipulative that you dealt with. Yeah, Carolyn, like I said, that can definitely be the case with that placement. Alright, Sandeem, Dragonfly. I'm glad it's helpful for you, Dragonfly. And I wish you the best. Just be careful. It seems like your future person has a sharp tongue. Alright. Let's see. Does Jay's sibling have romantic feelings for me? Okay. So, hold up here. PLN. What does it mean by that? PLN. I genuinely don't know what it means by PLN in this chat tab. That's Bosco serenading someone. I don't know. There's this pregnant female cat outside of the house that's just in the neighborhood. I swear they're just constantly trying to call out to her. Even though they're fixed. Okay, so Landell, does Jay's sibling have romantic feelings for me? What is PLN? I don't understand what that is. Thank you for the super chat, though. I'm just trying to wonder. You know what? I'll answer the question anyways. Although, just make sure you read next time. That's supposed to be $20. But yeah, this one time I'll do it. Alright. Yeah, no problem, Dragonfly. They do. They don't even have anything to do anything with. But yeah, apparently, Carolyn. Alright. Does Jay's sibling have romantic feelings for you? Let's see. Oh, okay, so it's probably different currency conversion or something. I have no idea. I wish YouTube would tell me what the currency is. Wow, Lando. Okay. 3 of Cups, 2 of Cups, 7 of Cups. Definitely, I see a relationship can come together with this person. Lots of opportunity here. And we have the Fool at the bottom of the deck. Looks really good. Now, I can clarify this, which could add some extra detail. Hopefully it doesn't mess everything up for you, but let's see. Okay, 4 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords, Hangman. Okay, so you're definitely holding on to a betrayal of some kind. You've been kind of keeping yourself stuck, trying to get a new perspective on it. But 3 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Clearly there was a love triangle or a third-party situation you were dealing with before. Okay, why the 2 of Cups? 2 of Swords, Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords. Okay. You're overthinking things a little bit, but you do see that there could be new love here. And it looks like you're having a mental breakthrough. And there could be some honest communication coming in with the Ace of Swords there. Now, 5 of Cups is at the bottom of the deck, though. There's definitely past sorrow that you're dealing with. I clearly see that. Alright, so why the 7 of Cups? Three of Wands, 8 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles. Okay. So I do see it taking time to build up to new options. Now, I'm not saying that Jay couldn't be Jay's sibling couldn't be the, person for you. But I would say that either way, it will take time to build a relationship. Okay. Now, I'll get you an overall outcome for Jay's sibling, though. Okay, we have the Sun. Happiest card in the deck. So, let's see. Why the Sun? King of Cups, 6 of Cups, the Page of Wands. Yeah, I see that there can be a strong soul connection there. There's a little bit of passion, but a lot of love. Now, there could also be an age difference between the two of you. That may not be the case. There could also be something to do with children in the mix. I don't know if you have children or they have children. Maybe you just have a long history with this person. But yeah, it looks good. Okay, King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Starts off a little bit of passion. Becomes a lot of passion. Okay. Also, thank you for everyone educating me about what PLN stood for. Oh. There we go. Almost dropped the card. Polish Zloty. Zloty? I don't know. Or Zloty. Okay. Sorry, I don't know Polish currency. Okay. Alright. So, any more questions for me? Super chat or otherwise? Yeah, no problem, Landell. I hope it was helpful. Okay, Upagrahas. Alright, so what's my take on Upagrahas? Asks New Cook. Mandi Gulika, etc. Do they impact significantly? Well, they have some impact, but I don't really think they're necessary to use. See, there's a lot of tools in astrology. Sometimes it gets overwhelming. It's like you have a lot. Like me, I already kind of feel like I'm kind of, I have a tool for every occasion kind of astrologer. It's like I have Parashari astrology, Nundi Nadi, I have Jaimini, and, utilizing all of those, I'm already able to, make accurate predictions and tell people what's really going on with their life. And, even taking in outer planets and using those as well, which most Vedic astrologers don't do. Now, you can add upagrahas on top of all that, but even in an hour-long reading, I'm typically not going to have time to even utilize those. Especially because in an hour-long reading, I can predict, when you're going to get married, when you're going to get a car, when you're going to have career success, without using them. It's like if I were to use those, it would have to turn into like a 2-hour reading. So, while you can use them, and while they do have some impact, I definitely think that they're kind of extraneous. Leave notes? What do you mean, Socrates? Yeah, it really is Dragonfly. Like, it completely opened my world when I took KRS Channel's Nundi Nadi course. Like, especially for career prediction, it is so easy now with Nundi Nadi. Whereas, I'll be honest, with Parashari, it was kind of up in the air. It was like juggling. And hoping I caught the right ball. Didn't drop the rest to the ground. So it really changed, especially my career readings. It made a big difference. But Nundi Nadi in general is just massive. Like, you can predict so many things. Both in the birth chart and Navamsha using Nadi. Okay. Any more questions? Anybody? What y'all got for me? I may try to turn this into a more regular thing. Just in the future. Just wanted to let you all know. I would like to do this more often. Especially now that I know what sync rate to put my camera at. And my mic. I'll make a mental note of it. Negative 170, apparently. Apparently that's the sweet spot. For nakshatra deities. Honestly, any of like the stories of the deities, like in the Vedas, like just any of those stories. Like, when they mention the deities, pay special attention to them. It's like, I'm not, a believer in Vedic deities or anything. Which might sound like sacrilege to a lot of you. But, for me, I take them as stories to teach a lesson. They're like fables. So, whenever... I don't really have a website for them, Carolyn. Yeah, I don't have a particular website or book even. Honestly, it's kind of a lot of piecemeal knowledge I have about the deities. But yeah, reading the mythological stories of the deities, though, will really give you insights into the nakshatras that they rule. Or that they're tied to. Like in particular, like one that's very significant is, oh gosh, I'm blanking. The Danishta. What is his name? Gosh, I'm forgetting the name of this warrior. Oh, it's aggravating me. I'll have to think of it later. But Danishta in particular, strongly tied to the life of that mythological figure. And all the stories relating to him in the Mahabharata. Okay, any more questions? Otherwise, maybe we'll call it here. I'm going to give you all a chance to ask a couple more. What do y'all have for me? No, Agni's not Danishta. Agni is Kritika and Vishaka. Vishaka being when Agni shares a body with Indra. You know what? I'm going to look up his name because I cannot remember it. Hold up. Let me find it. Let's see here. See if I can get it. No, it's the deity. Oh, Bahishma Batama. I think that's his name. That's his name. Anyways, he was a mighty warrior who made a vow of celibacy. Yeah, Guruji. I gotcha. Yeah. Right, card's flipping. Actually, what is that card, considering it wanted to flip out for you? Journey. Okay, Guruji. The Kipper Journey card wanted to flip out as I went to grab the tarot cards. Okay. So, let me shuffle, and thank you for the super chat, of course. Yeah, no problem, Carolyn. Honestly, the best way of studying nakshatras is to study when moon transits a particular nakshatra and aspects the opposite nakshatra. If you study those every day, you will learn so many things. Like, you will learn the pattern of the universe. It's kind of crazy. It's like the world runs on a script. Like, it almost feels like there's not free will. Now, I believe there is, but, yeah. I guess that can be debated. Alright, Guruji, your love life. Okay, let's see what's going on with your love life, or what will be going on. Okay, Three of Swords, Ace of Swords, the Magician. Okay, definitely some heartbreak and pain that you're dealing with. Now, it looks like you're having a mental breakthrough and you're trying to manifest something, at least subconsciously. But at the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Cups. You've definitely dealt with disappointment and rejection. Okay. Yeah, no problem, Carolyn. Alright, let's see. For the Three of Swords, we have the Sun, the Knight of Pentacles, the Fool. Okay, I do see you're slowly moving towards a happy new beginning. Now, Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, Three of Pentacles with Three of Swords. There definitely could have been a third party that you dealt with in a situation. That definitely could have taken place for you. Let's see, why the Ace of Swords? Eight of Swords, Ace of Cups, the Hanged Man. Okay, so you know this is already the case before I say it. And that is that you're overthinking and keeping yourself stuck. You have 2 cards of keeping yourself stuck here. 8 of Swords and Hangman. So, you know you want new love. You gotta do something about it. Yeah, 6 of Cups. Exactly, the past. 6 of Cups is nostalgia. 6 of Cups can be, knowing someone for a long time. And yeah, definitely can see it was a soul connection. Now, why the Magician? Four of Wands, 4 of Pentacles, the Chariot. We come back to the Journey card wanting to reveal itself. Okay, so you're manifesting a move. At least subconsciously. And when you do, the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Someone passionate and attractive. Well, let's get your outcome. But definitely, I'm clearly seeing here you need to travel to meet this person. Or you need to move. Well, let's get your outcome. Okay, 10 of Swords is your outcome. Why the 10 of Swords? Two of Cups, 10 of Cups, 8 of Wands. Okay. So, Knight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. First off, you clearly dealt with a painful ending, possibly a betrayal. But, I see you have a lot of fear here when it comes to communicating with someone new about starting a relationship. You're definitely keeping yourself stuck. You need to travel. You need to get out and meet people and communicate. That's what I'm seeing for you. When you take those steps is when things can change for you. Okay. Alright, that's what I have for you though, Guru. Alright, anybody else? Super chat or otherwise? Also, thank you for all the super chats. They mean a lot. You're welcome, Drew. But yeah, thank you for all of your support. It really, means a lot. It allows me to do what I do, which is attempt to lead y'all to that brighter future that we all want. Okay. Alright, last call for any questions. And then we're going to call the stream. Okay. Well, thanks again, everybody. And I hope y'all have enjoyed this. Getting a chance to ask me questions and stuff. I'm thinking we'll do this every once in a while. Maybe once or twice a month is what I will, tentatively start with. Now, as, the channel grows, maybe we'll increase that a bit. But yeah, thanks again, everybody, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. See y'all.